Welcome, brothers. Thank you for peeling yourself away from Space Marine 2 just for a few minutes as we talk about updates for Space Marine 2, or incoming updates. This is coming straight from the Focus Interactive forum, where you, the players, can share ideas and the developers actually respond and even implement them in the game. And today we've got two big ones. One is a class which everyone has been asking for, and the other is all about customization. So let's jump in and let's get waffling. So this post was suggested by a chap called Ghoulish over on this idea form, and one of the things that they suggested, which I absolutely agree with, is more customization. In this case, heraldry. If you look at the stuff like the Space Wolves and stuff like that, there's different markings that go with Space Wolves that indicate their pack and what they do inside of that pack. That level of advanced customization is still not present in the game, and this is just one of many chapters that have this. Another one in this thread was the White Scars heraldry, all on the knee pads and the legs and stuff like that. A little bit more advanced heraldry to add to the game to make your character stand out a bit and make it a little bit more lore accurate. I personally think customization in this game is one of the most biggest attractions to it. To be able to go in and make any chapter you want, to make your custom chapter, a chapter that you've read about in a book, this is what players want to do. And at the moment, there's a kind of a lack of decals in the game to make those chapters. Focus, Saber, I know someone who will work for you for 24 hours a day that will do nothing but non-stop decals. Give us all the chapter symbols we can so we can make any type of chapter we want in this game official chapters, of course, not unofficial chapters, because that wouldn't be allowed, of GW, but that's what we want. Like, I'm seeing color schemes at the moment of like Sons of the Phoenix and some other chapters that are just walking around, but they haven't got that chapter symbol that's bringing it all together. Now, in this thread, one of the developers actually responded and said, we are planning to have more heraldry customization options in the future. So now this has been noted as a must-have and put in the must-have section of this form, which is a big indication that developers are actually looking, listening, and actually acting on what we, the players, want. This is why I love this idea form, because you can see what type of direction they want to go in now with this game. So fingers crossed, very, very soon, hopefully by the end of this year, we'll have more of those advanced customization options, and we can go in and make our characters look even more cooler. Next up is the class suggestion, which has been responded to now officially by developers. In this case, this post was by brother Ulfar, and he was talking about the Apothecary. Classes like the Apothecary, we've been talking about this for a while now. We all want new classes in this game. An Apothecary, a Chaplain, a Librarian, maybe even a Tech Marine. Like, each one of these classes can bring something new to the table. If you have an Apothecary, maybe you have like some type of AoE heal. Maybe you get like heals to your actual players in PvE and PvP games. If you have something like a Chaplain, maybe it's going to be like an inspiring presence, double buffs on your damage or something like that. There's a lot of balance issues around this, which of course you have to go into, and their response is like, hi there, thank you for suggesting this idea. Implementing new classes in this game is an idea they've already had, which they have done. Tim Wiltis, who is the senior creative director, talked about this in a big interview. Just know that this kind of additional content takes time. Thank you. Of course, we all know it takes time. Like I said, if you bring in classes like Chaplain, Apothecaries, a Tech Marine, how cool would it be to have a Tech Marine and like maybe put like a little mini turret down, not like in Dawn of War series, and you can like hold the ground against the Tyranids and stuff like that. But then how would that work in PvP if it is allowed in PvP? Would that be too broken? There's all these little bits that they have to think about, go in and design, which does take a long time. I don't think we're going to see any new classes this year. It would have been on the roadmap if that was the case. I personally think we're going to start seeing implementation of new classes. I didn't even say that word right. We're going to see new classes being put into the game probably towards the end of next year, maybe around summertime next year. Maybe an Apothecary, maybe a Chaplain, maybe a warp firing Librarian, something really cool like that. I do think this is the future of the game for them to go down and start adding awesome brand new content. This game has so much potential. It really, really does. And I think we, the community, can change the face of this game by suggesting ideas to the developers. This is the great thing about this forum, which, by the way, I'll include in the description of this video so you can go and post your ideas. We can actively go out now and post our ideas, and the developers will respond to it, take the ideas on, and maybe then implement it. We can change the face of the game. A community coming together and making this game a better place for everyone that is currently playing it. The other day I did a video about Space Marine 2 breaking records, and it has done. It's absolutely taken the mantle of the most players ever played in Space Marine in a 40k game, which is fantastic, and it's very, very popular at the moment. Everyone's talking about it, so let's keep that hype going. Let's keep that awesome just excitement and everything that we're experiencing at the moment about this game going. I'm loving it. I'm jumping in PvP, PvE on a nightly basis, daily basis, all the time, 24 hours a day if I could stay awake and play it. It is an absolutely fantastic game, but there is improvements needed in certain areas. I know a lot of people have been asking me about the PvP. Yes, I do think the PvP does need improvements. I'm massively enjoying it. I think I've had some of the best fun in PvP at this moment in time, but there is a lot of balance issues, which I'll go into in a video on its own, probably tomorrow or maybe sometime next week. Well, tomorrow is going to be, I'm going to be uploading all my playthroughs on the channel, which for me completing the game, and you can see, oh, sorry, just hit my microphone because I'm too excited. You can see all my reactions and stuff like that for me playing the game. Like, there's some cinematics in there for you people who've played the campaign where I just absolutely lose my mind. So stay tuned for that. I'll be uploading all that tomorrow. Main thing to take away from this video, if you're going to take anything away from it, get hype. The developers are actually listening to us, and stuff is now starting to roll. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. See you in a bit. Have a great day, and bye-bye.